President William Ruto's state visit to Beijing is a packed list of events. It includes cultural exchanges, meetings with business investors, a lecture at the Peking University, as well as the ultimate bilateral exchange with President Xi Jinping of China. But at the back of their minds, government officials have already admitted that Kenya has very little legroom to maneuver to ensure that there's no more debt to pay, and they are opting for public-private partnerships as one of the biggest alternatives to ensure that this problem does not escalate. As a young Kenyan, you might ask yourself why the president is strict to China matters to you. This is why it is important. Kenya will need the infrastructure, but it will also need to build that infrastructure in a way that is sustainable and does not constrain you or your future.
I think the key issue has to do with Kenya's capacity, Kenya's fiscal capacity to be able to take on board new facilities, given the fact that we've had challenges with regard to interest rates arising from some of the debts that we have, and the volatility, of the currency volatility that we have experienced, which has increased the cost of repayment.
Now, Kenya says the relationship with China is not just a transactional affair, even though the Chinese have been very important partners for Kenya's development of infrastructure in this country. Tomorrow, when the president arrives in Beijing, there are various issues that could come to the table, especially according to the realities that have come to punctuate the relationship between the two countries. There is the issue of trade, there is the issue of tariffs, there is the issue of physical room for Kenya to borrow or get credit to invest in its infrastructure, including roads and the railway. When the president meets with his counterpart, President Xi Jinping of China, what will the agreements be? Perhaps it will be an opportunity for the two countries to atone for the issues that have become influential in seeing the Chinese reluctant to invest more. We will be watching closely. Agri Mtambo, Beijing, China.